Good morning, dear televiewers. Welcome on this new edition of your transgressional and qualitative reading of the press review of today's morning, November 4, 2020. We start today's reading with the Guardian Post Daily, which headline states 11 teachers kidnapped in Kumbo. Population storms Ambakam, demands unconditional release of captors. Eric Tatao condemns attack on schools, says counterproductive. On its semi-headlines, it states armed conflict in northwest and southwest. Atanganji rules out state of emergency option. Read page 5. The paper equally talks about Kumba school massacre. Human Rights Watch strikes government for reckless declaration. For more, read page 3. The paper L'Oeil du Sahel headline carries Faro et Dio, les fonds de la campagne divisent le RDPC. This can be read on page 5. Smuggling 200 phones seized in Gaoundéré. Details on page 8. Cameroon Tribune headlines, projet de budget 2021, la dernière retouche. At the end of the cabinet council yesterday in Yaoundé, the Prime Minister, head of government, Joseph Dion Gouté, ordered the finance minister to urgently complete this text and take into account the rationalization of the prioritization of public spending. More on page 3 and 4. The paper also talks about Kumba massacre, strong condemnation of bishops. They made known their disapproval in Yaoundé yesterday, November 3, 2020, during the opening ceremony of the 45th Plenary Assembly of the National Episcopal Conference. Go to pages 16 and 17. The journal Le Jour equally talks about Northwest, 11 enseignants enlevés à Kumbo. We have no news from the staff of Presbyterian School Kumbo. For more details, read page 3. It seems its semi-headline talks about camp eliminatory, les 24 lions pour affronter le Mozambique. On the portrait section, we have Vincent Guigny et le pluriel universel du Bikutsi. Read page 5. Mutation talks about diplomacy entre Elise, a retired commissioner appointed ambassador to Germany. Context and challenge of diplomatic repositioning. Read pages 8 and 9. Le Messager newspaper this morning talks about SDF Frondi veut éviter le naufrage, back in the fold since November 1. The SDF boss wants to save his party from implosion because of serious differences that arise between the executive. Page 3 carries the details. The Emergence Journal headlines, Ministère des Finances, la méthode Motazé, flashing of fictitious civil servants, cleaning up of state's balance file, physical counting of civil servants reforms, all about the work of Titan of the Minister of Finance. Page 5 has the details. Page 2 talks about Cameroon, Mozambique. Antonio Gonçalves retains 24 players. Théorie de combat, les pressions de Human Rights Watch. Read page 4. Page 3 has its headline, Santé mentale, les évêques très inquiets pour le Cameroun. The paper equally talks about Northwest region, a dozen of teachers kidnapped in Kumbo. Read pages 2. A Singam paper has on its big headline, crédit de communication, coup d'arrêt à la filouterie des opérateurs de téléphonie mobile. The BIAC responding to a correspondence from the spokesperson of the association. Frédéric Debord, also CEO of Orange Cameroon, forbidden to no longer use the value-added services proposed by the same companies and their partners as a means of payment. Reach page 3. Page 4 talks about Boko Pousse dans l'extrême nord. Des preuves de corruption accablent le ministre des Travaux publics. Thanks for listening till the end, dear televiewers. See you tomorrow for another edition of the press review on Refait d'Afrique Television.